It's now time for our regular segment with our great friend Bill Humbert. You know him as Recruiter Guy. He's the author of this great help book. It's called Employee 5.0 Secrets of a Job Search, Successful Job Search. That's the key there. Successful job search in a new world order. Today we're going to be talking about internships. Last time we talked about how to secure an internship, and now we're going to talk about how to get the most out of your internship. Bill, thanks so much for coming on, as always. Much appreciated.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Much appreciated. Let's get right into it. Last time you were here, we talked about ways that you can kind of stand out in the internship interview process to make sure that you get an internship. Right. But now let's talk about ways that you can utilize that internship to the best of your ability.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, you know, internships are so valuable for students. And you referred to the one that you had here
Absolutely.
Before. And what that did was led you to sitting in the chair
that I am right now. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And so it's so important to do exactly what you did, Diego. You built relationships, and then you created a broader network, and that enabled you to get this position, and it will enable you to do other things in the future.
So what is key? What's the first thing an intern should have their mind set on when they walk into the first day of their internship?
What I would do is ask the manager, you know, what are my goals for the first couple of weeks? Kind of give me a sense for that. And then what do you expect for me to accomplish during my internship? And then the third question is the best. How would I exceed your expectations?
Not just meet your expectations, but exceed your expectations.
Right. Because what happens? You want them to remember you.
Absolutely.
And you want them to at least make you an offer, or to be used as a reference.
Exactly, and I think this leads perfectly into my next question, which is what are other ways, I guess, besides exceeding expectations that you can stand out among the crowd of interns that are at the organization you're at?
It's great to be nicely visible.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And when you're nicely visible, then they know that, okay, he's around, he's busy, or she's busy. And then you ask them, especially if you see something that needs to be done that's right in your area of expertise.
You should jump on that opportunity.
Jump on that opportunity. Hey, you know, it looks like you need someone to create some documentation here for this process. Would you like me to do that too? And yeah.
And your boss sees you taking these extra steps, and that carries over into your possibility as an employee in the future. They're going to say, not only is he going to do this now, but he will do that in the future. He or she will do that in the future as well.
That's the premise of behavioral interviewing.
And that's
how they act today is how they will act tomorrow.
And so you carry that on throughout your internship and continue to find ways that you can supplement the organization in ways that benefit your skill set, ways that you can really shine. And towards the end of your internship, what should you be kind of setting your sights on to hopefully secure that job?
Well, it's always good to tell the manager, hey, I've really enjoyed myself here. I learned so much, and hopefully I've contributed to what you needed to get done, and I'd be very interested in working for you.
Absolutely. I think it's so important to kind of lend that out and kind of extend that offer, I guess, in a way to show that you are interested, because I think there is a misconception that because I'm here working shows that I do want to work here. But I think taking that extra step, taking the initiative, shows that you are willing to kind of step out of your comfort zone maybe a little bit and say, you know what, I'm here and I want to work for you specifically.
That's right, exactly. And it's so important to do that, because otherwise they don't know for a fact that
Absolutely.
You're really interested, and so it just kind of leans a little bit more in your direction.
I think you made a good point here, though, too, as well, is the key is to be honest. If you didn't enjoy your experience, don't feel that you have to say, I would love to work here, because you might end up getting an offer, and you don't want to be in the position where you feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Right. Be careful what you ask for.
Exactly. Be careful what you ask for. I guess the best part is just good communication and being honest about the way that you're feeling in that position and what you are able to do with your skill set.
Yes, exactly.
And let's talk about maybe not getting an offer from that position, but still having that internship learning opportunity and that availability. How does that kind of benefit you in the marketplace after your internship?
Well, there's lots of ways to do that, and it depends on the different internships you have. But when you're building those relationships and creating a broader professional network, that'll help. And then if you can get a mentoring internship with a group like venturecapital.org, and they're in Salt Lake City and up in Boise, and there's groups like that all over across the country. And if you can get a mentoring type internship with them, it introduces you to successful people who are mentoring startup companies. And if you're contributing to that, those people will also remember you.
Do you also kind of encourage people to seek internships with startups as well? I feel like interning with startups or interning with a company that's pretty fresh or new gives you the opportunity to maybe have more hands-on experience than you would have in another internship opportunity.
Potentially. And not only that, you may be able to make bigger impacts because it's a smaller company and get more recognition. So yeah, so if there's a startup that's maybe interested in you as an intern, I'd certainly be interested, especially if it was in the area that I was interested in working.
In the skill set, something that
Right.
you can actually contribute, because as you said, you will have the opportunity to make major impacts and possibly, you know, shape the company in the future or
Right.
something like
Right.
that. So the key here really is to, from day one, establish what your long-term goals are for the internship and figure out ways that you can exceed those goals, as well as to network while you're in the position.
Yeah, you know, get people connected on LinkedIn with you while you're there.
Absolutely.
You know,
LinkedIn
that's
is
the
huge.
software today, right? Get on LinkedIn, invite them. Hey, I'm working as an intern with you right now. Would love to connect. It's a great way of just staying connected with them.
Starts as simple as that. Well, we appreciate the great tips, but Bill, I have to ask you, what's next for you? Do you have any book signings or big public speaking events coming up next?
I'm really excited. Boise State is flying me up there on April 23rd, and I'm going to speak to students on internships. So
That's
it's going to be
fantastic.
so much fun to go up there and meet those students and be able to talk with them too.
Excellent. When Bill, where can people get their hands on this book here?
Well, Amazon, of course. Checked the other day. Dolly's has them. Weller Book down in Salt Lake City, they've got them too.
Excellent. Bill, thank you so very much. As always, really appreciate you coming on and sharing your great tips. Be sure and check out this book here. You're going to want it if you are trying to find a job right now. Employee 5.0 Secrets of a Successful Job Search in the New World Order. Or if you're an intern, be sure and check out Mr. Recruiter Guy's tips as well. You will not want to miss out on them. We're going to continue right here on Mountain Connections right after this short break.